Which of the following is bright on T1 weighted MRI images? Bright means T1 hyper intense. That means white on T1 weighted MRI. Acute hemorrhage, subacute hemorrhage, chronic hemorrhage, remote hemorrhage with encephalomalacia. Before you jump on to the diagnosis, I want to show you a table which will show you all the patterns of the hemorrhages that you can see in the MRI. So let us see these patterns. So if you see the hemorrhage, there could be various stages of the bleeding depending on the duration of the hematoma. It could be within first 6 hours or 6 hours to 3 days or 3 days to 7 days or 7 days to 14 days or more than 2 weeks. If it is less than 6 hours, it is hyperacute hematoma. Between 6 hours to 3 days, it is acute hematoma. 3 days to 7 days is early subacute phase. 7 days to 14 days is late subacute, and more than 2 weeks is considered to be chronic hematoma. The major signal pattern is because of the stage of hemoglobin. In the hyperacute stage, the hemoglobin remains in the oxyhemoglobin format, whereas it gets deoxidized and become deoxyhemoglobin in acute phase. Then it becomes intracellular methemoglobin. The hemoglobin, the ferrous, which is Fe2 plus, gets converted into Fe3 plus form. The cell lysis occurs and the hemoglobin comes out of the cell, which is called as extracellular methemoglobin, and the chronic pigment becomes hemocitrin. If I look at the signal can be easily remembered with a mnemonic in Bombay. In Bombay, I don't. In Bombay, I don't buy. In Bombay, I don't buy dairy milks. When I'm in Bombay, I don't buy dairy milk. Why I don't buy dairy milk? Because Bombay dairy milk are dark. In Bombay, I don't buy dairy milk because Bombay dairy milks are dark. I stands for ISO, B stands for bright, I for ISO, D for dark, bright, dark, bright, bright, dark, dark. In Bombay, I don't buy dairy milk because Bombay dairy milk are dark. Now they ask which is T1 hyper intense. So this is T1 hyper intense, which is a subacute hemorrhage. So subacute hematoma is hyper intense on T1 weighted MRI, and that is the answer.